Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, all esports race fans. This is the fourth race of the sixth season here in the NOSSCAR X2 Series. No custom setups, no cautions, 20% distance of real-life Cup Series events. And we're here at the Monster Mile, Dover Speedway. It's an 80-lap event, folks. 80 laps, no cautions. Fuel use and tire wear times 3. Let's get to the starting grid. What do you say? On the pole, it's no surprise, Larson Rocks in the 31 car. Second most poles all time in the X2 Series. He would love a win here at Dover. Timac in the 24 has won here at Dover twice in the X2 Series. Starts alongside him. Daniel Harmon in the 23 car was the Sportsman Series points leader for most of the series over there. Most of the schedule. He starts in third. Your Dunn son picked up a huge win at this track in the Endurance Series yesterday night. Row 3, you've got the 35 car of Kevin Long Isle alongside Tyler Scott in the 16, Throbbing Vein in the 5, Wood Dog in the 3 in row 4. You got Gavin in the 25 car and Caleb Starr in row 6. Smokin' Joe in the 7, RJ Haywood in the 42 car back there in row 7. Or excuse me, row 6 rather. Twitch Whiskers in the 48 car over there in row 7 on the inside. THR Hard Pickle on the outside of row 7. Kansas Kids in the 15 car coming off a big win not too long ago at Kansas Speedway. And Punisher Drummer in the 38 car rounding out the field. Let's go full speed, guys. We're green flag here at Dover Speedway, the Monster Mile, 1 mile in length. It's a lot of drivers say it's basically like Bristol Motor Speedway, just basically double the size. A lot of banking, a lot of high speed, but it is narrow. It's not a D-shaped oval, it is straight up an oval circuit. Larson Rocks jumps out to an early lead. Timac second, your Dunn son third, Daniel Harmon fourth, and oh, big problems deep in the field. We saw that there was an incident of some sorts back there. See if we can get a glimpse of it. It looks like Wood Dog in the 3, Smokin' Joe in the 7, perhaps Throbbing Vein in the 5 car, and Wood Dog in the and Twitch Whiskers in the 48, all getting involved in some sort of incident there. Remember, there are no cautions here in the NOSSCAR X2 Series. This is one of 3 B Division NOSSCAR leagues hosted on the PlayStation 3 console on the NASCAR 15 video game. All 3 of the C Division NOSSCAR leagues are hosted on this NASCAR 15 video game as well. For more information, go to NOSSCAR.com to learn more about all 9 of our official sanctioned NOSSCAR online racing leagues. Larson Rocks is going to be catching lap traffic shortly here. Looks like THR Hard Pickle in the 2 car was involved in that incident back there. Ooh, 24 Timac got a little bit loose coming out of turn 2. You could see him wiggle there. Larson Rocks has gotten around THR Hard Pickle, so Pickle running in 16th for the time being. Remember, these guys will have to make pit stops throughout the race. Smokin' Joe running in 15th in the number 7 car just in front of the race leader right now. Timac gets around THR, and now there goes your Dunn son, who runs in 3rd. Tyler Scott in the 16 car, having a great run so far, is up to the 4th position. And there he is in the white and red car trying to get around THR. And Daniel Harmon in the 23 car running in 5th. 23 drivers in total will receive points for this race. We held a qualification race before the feature race, which is what you are watching right now. And the top 6 finishers advanced into the feature event. The top 10 in the standings are locked into the feature race. And if there are some drivers inside the top 10 in the standings that are not online and not ready to race, then we will handpick the drivers outside the top 10, closest to the top 10, to be locked into the feature. So no matter what, 6 or 5 drivers will advance from the qualification race into the feature. Larson Rocks got around RJ Haywood in the 42. problems for Haywood early in the going. Larson Rocks in the 31 is still working on Smokin' Joe in the 7 car. Smokin' Joe running in 14th, Haywood now in 15th. Now Larson's going to take the bottom and get around Smokin' Joe. Your Done Son in the 6 car takes 2nd place from Timac in the 24. And remember, I mentioned during the starting grid there, the lineup, that your Done Son in the number 6 car is coming off a massive victory at Dover Speedway just yesterday in the NOSSCAR Endurance Series. Came down to him and Just Ken in the 78 car. And your Done Son gave him a little love tap, sent him up one groove, and it was enough for your Done Son to slide underneath him and capture his 2nd career B Division victory. 1st career Endurance Series victory. He's got 1 win here in the NOSSCAR X2 Series. He'd love to make it 2, and he's starting to make some headway on your race leader, Larson Rocks. Timac in 3rd, Tyler Scott in the 16 car in 4th. Daniel Harmon in the 23 in 5th. And I believe it is Caleb Starr in the 95 car running in 6th place. Actually, it looks like Daniel Harmon went up the hill there that last time through that corner over there. Coming out of turn 4 and brushed the outside wall. So now Caleb Starr has taken 5th place away from Daniel Harmon. So Daniel Harmon in the 23 car now back to 6th for the time being. 13 cars are on the lead lap. Smokin' Joe is the 1st car 1 lap down, running in 14th. And I believe that the leader, Larson Rocks, is gaining ground now on Gavin in the number 25. But now Gavin's going to go down pit road, so now that leaves 12 cars on the lead lap. Getting a report that Twitch Whiskers in the 48 car runs in 11th. I believe it is Twitch Whiskers and Kansas Kids that are the next 2 cars in danger of going 1 lap down here at Dover Speedway, the Monster Mile. They call it a Monster Mile for a reason. That wall kind of sneaks out at you. It indents in towards the track, not only at the entrance to turn 1, but the exits of both of these turns as well. So you might be traveling through the center of the corner thinking that you got a full groove of space, but then it closes up real fast as soon as you go to exit the turn. Now Gavin in the 25 is off of pit road. He's back on the racetrack and he's going to continue here. Tyler Scott in the 16 car running in 4th. He's trying to negotiate his way past Smokin' Joe, who is the 1st car 1 lap down in 13th. Here's a good shot at the 24. 3-time NOSSCAR X2 Series champion. Season 1, Season 2, and Season 5. And now you're watching Race 4 here in Season 6 of the NOSSCAR X2 Series. One of 3 B Division NOSSCAR leagues, and one of 6 NOSSCAR leagues in total that are hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. For more information, head over to NOSSCAR.com. We have a schedules page that shows you when we race. We have a drivers page that shows you who races. We have a Division, B Division, and C Division page, 3 different pages that show you all 9 of our leagues, the information you need to know about them, and how to enter. Now Larson Rocks has put trouble for RJ Haywood over there on the back straightaway. Evidently, he might have made contact with the outside wall and then spun out towards the inside wall, and that's a tough break for RJ. And now Larson Rocks has passed Twitch Whiskers. She runs in 12th, but she's now the 1st car 1 lap down here at Dover Speedway. Oh, she made contact with the outside wall coming out of turn 2 there, and as you can see, she's got all sorts of damage on the front end of that race car. They're all chasing Larson Rocks in the 31. Now we see a car on pit road. It looks like Caleb Starr in the 95, giving up 5th place to come down pit road. That puts Daniel Harmon back into 5th. And this puts Throbbing Bane in the 5 car up to 6th. And there's RJ Haywood coming down pit road in the 42, going to go ahead and try to fix that damage. And excuse me, I was false when I said Throbbing Bane running in 6th, because he is now 1 lap down, scored in the 10th position. Twitch Whiskers now scored in 11th. Remember, Caleb Starr just came down pit road. Here comes the race leader and your Dunn's son as well. Larson Rocks in the 31 car on pit road. Your Dunn's son in the 6 car on pit road. Timac's going to stay out an extra lap here to get the bonus point for leading a lap. But he's got a heck of a lot of lap traffic in front of him. Wood Dog in the 3, THR Hard Pickle in the 2, Kansas Kids in the 15, Throbbing Bane in the 5. And now Smokin' Joe in the 7 cars on pit road. Remember, he went a lap down early. He was involved in that incident on lap 1. And tough break for him, because he's really a top 5 caliber driver everywhere he goes in that number 7 car. And you saw that by how he was able to keep pace with the leaders when he was going to go a lap down. And now 3 wide on the front straightaway. Wood Dog, Kansas Kids, and THR Hard Pickle. They're going to figure it out. 3 wide again with Timac this time. Timac thought better of it and hit the brakes there. And I think he's going to let the 5 car go as well. He doesn't want any part of this. That looked dangerous. Oh! And it looked like Timac was coming to pit road and he found the back bumper of THR Hard Pickle when he did. And that's a tough break for the 2 car. And now I'm not sure what to make of that. It looked like THR Hard Pickle suddenly became dedicated to pit road also. And, well, we know Timac races clean. And contact between Twitch Whiskers and Timac on pit road. But at that point, when they're on pit road, they have no control over their car. So that was due to some sort of connection issue. Wood Dog on pit road. Punisher Drummer on pit road in the 38 car. Punisher Drummer has agreed to race the number 21 car from here on out. And I guess I'll finish up what I was saying there. It didn't look intentional, the 24 and the 2. And the 24 never races in reckless. But you gotta wonder if there's going to be some sort of payback for that. Then again, they are good friends off the track. And no doubt they probably will be discussing that one. At the end of the green flag pit stops, there was a couple of drivers that stayed out to lead a lap. One of those being Kansas Kids in the 15 car. And Kevin Longisle in the 35. Both drivers got a bonus point for leading a lap, for staying out an extra lap or 2 here at Dover Speedway. And there you see Kansas Kids, the blue car there on pit road in his pit stall, getting service. He's going to be a lap down when it all cycles through. There's Throbbing Bane. He's a lap down as well in the 5 car, but he stayed out an extensive period of time. And we're getting word that Throbbing Bane in the 5 car led a lap. And there's Kansas Kids back on the racetrack, getting a report that Larson Rocks is your race leader. Your Dunn's son is in 2nd, and Timac is in 3rd. Timac is about 8 seconds behind 2nd place, your Dunn's son, and 11 seconds behind race leader Larson Rocks. However, Timac pit a couple of laps later than those 2 drivers, therefore he's got slightly fresher tires, so that the gap between he and the leaders is shrinking, but it's not shrinking fast enough to the point where he's gonna catch them, because I don't think he's gonna catch them before they have to make pit stops again here at Dover. It's an 80 lap race, And it looks like Throbbing Bane's having some connection issues. You see him continue to bounce off the wall and then go far behind the 24 and then suddenly pop back into place. That is the result of connection issues, folks. Throbbing Bane is a very, very talented race car driver, and it's very rare that he bounces off the wall repeatedly. Unless he cuts a tire down, then we're all hitting the wall, folks. We're going to take a short break here, guys. You're watching race number 4 here in Season 6 of the NOSSCAR X2 Series. No custom setups, no cautions, 20% distance races of real-life cup events, and a whole lot of fun. Larson Rocks in the 31 is your leader. Your Dunson in the 6 in second. Timac in the 24 in third. We'll be right back, folks. Laps here at Dover Speedway, and we're already done the first round of pit stops. And you saw NOSSCAR nonstop. Punisher Drummer takes third place from Timac in the 24. Throbbing Bane in the 5 car, showing one heck of a strong race car here, and he was able to get around the 24 as well. But keep in mind, Throbbing Bane is 1 lap down. Scored in, I believe, 8th position. There are a lot more cars 1 lap down now than there was before green flag pit stops started. In fact, we're getting a report that Tyler Scott in the 16 car has had some sort of connection issue and he has lagged out of the event. And now he is going to finish in 16th place out of the 23 cars receiving points for the event. Remember, we held a qualification race before today's feature event. But that's a tough break for Tyler Scott. He qualified, I believe, inside the top 7, and he worked his way up to 4th before those green flag pit stops, and he was running strong inside the top 5. He and Punisher Drummer and Throbbing Bane, among others, were battling for 4th, 5th, and 6th, and then after a while, Tyler Scott was able to cruise away from him. So that really is a heartbreaker for the number 16 team. Up front, it's Larson Rocks in the 31 car, your race leader. Your Dunson in the 6 in second. Punisher Drummer in the 38 in third. Timac in the 24 in 4th. Remember, Punisher Drummer has recently agreed to drive the number 21 car full time. So he will be leaving Jack Roush Racing, the number 38 car, because remember, in NOSSCAR, the 38 car is a member of the Roush Racing family. and he will be leaving that organization to race for the Wood Brothers for the number 21 car. And I believe that contract is effective either immediately or within a few races. Larson Rocks surrenders the race lead. He's on pit road, and I believe your Dunson followed him down pit road, same lap once again. They are on the exact same pit strategy, it seems. And now Punisher Drummer is going to be your race leader. Actually, we're getting a report, sorry folks, your Dunson in the 6 is still on the racetrack. The car that was right behind Larson Rocks evidently was not your Dunson in the 6 car. Your Dunson is still on the racetrack, and he's getting a bonus point for leading a lap. Question becomes, when does the number 6 car come onto pit road? I feel like it's a little bit early for second round of green flag pit stops, but I've been wrong before. And there's Smokin' Joe on pit road in the 7 car. Hasn't really been having the race he was hoping for. He was involved in that wreck on lap 1. And it's been real tough for him to recover since then. He went 1 lap down during the first fuel run, and problems for Gavin in the 25. And your Dunson in the number 6 car was involved. Your Dunson, the race leader, comes to pit road. Punisher Drummer was involved in that as well in a 38 car. The 25 of Gavin was slow on the track. He had just finished making contact with the wall. Your Dunson in the 6 car and the 38 car of Punisher Drummer made heavy contact with the 25. And now, as you see, your Dunson and Punisher Drummer are both on pit road to fix the damage. We saw THR Hard Pickle in the grass area there, and we also saw Twitch Whiskers slow on the back straightaway. We're hearing she's got a cut tire. There's chaos all over the Monster Mile, folks. And that is huge, that 3-car incident there with your Dunson and Punisher Drummer, because that cost them a ton of track time. Remember, there are no cautions in the NOSSCAR X2 Series. There are 6 leagues in total, hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console, that are sanctioned by NOSSCAR. 3 out of the 6 leagues hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game have cautions. However, the NOSSCAR X2 Series does not. In fact, it's the only B Division NOSSCAR league out of the 3 that has no cautions. So Timac in the 24 is currently scored as the race leader, but he's yet to come to pit road for his second green flag pit stop. And we're wondering if he's trying to maybe have some sort of fuel strategy here. If he can go a little bit further, and he's coming to pit road now. I was going to say, if he's able to reach as long as he can go, as far as he can go, he might be able to make it to the end without stopping again. We think that that's what Timac in the 24 is trying to achieve here, because we know that nobody else is able to make it to the end on fuel. There went your Dunson, RJ Haywood, Kevin Long Isle, Daniel Harmon, THR Hard Pickle, Gavin, I believe that was, Punisher Drummer, Larson Rocks, Twitch Whiskers, Wood Dog, Tyler Scott. Oh, maybe Tyler Scott's still in the race, folks. I believe it was the 16 car we saw go by, I'm not certain. We know he was having connection issues. Oh. And yeah, we're getting word that it was not the 16 car of Tyler Scott that we saw go by. Getting a report it was Caleb Starr in the 95. And that Timac comes back onto the racetrack, and he's no longer the leader, but that was expected. Larson Rocks is your race leader. Your Dunson is in second. Punisher Drummer is in third. Actually, excuse me, Timac 11 is in third. Punisher Drummer in the 38 car, after getting involved in that incident, trying to get onto pit road, is now behind Timac by about 3 or 4 seconds here. He's about a 2/3 of a straightaway. And oh, problems for RJ Haywood in the 42. He hit the outside wall, and that was a wall glitch, folks. A wall glitch in the world of NASCAR 15 video game is when you slightly scrape the wall, but it sends your car like a boomerang with no mercy towards the inside, towards the left side. And you have to make contact with the inside wall, like RJ Haywood did. Tough break for RJ. He's really not having the race that he normally does here at Dover. He always runs good at Bristol, and Bristol is like the little brother track to the Dover Monster Mile. There's Kansas Kids coming off pit road. Now we know the 15 can make it to the end on fuel, but remember, he fell a lap or two down early in the going. But if he's able to make it to the end and some of the front runners can't, that might be key for Kansas Kids to make up some ground and get himself maybe a top 5 finish. Larson Rocks is the leader. Your Dunson runs in second. Timac in third. Punisher Drummer in fourth. We're going to take a short break, guys. You're watching Race 4 here in the Season 6 NOSSCAR X2 Series. Larson Rocks has been dominating all race long. Will it come down to fuel mileage, or will he be able to hold on? He's looking for career win number 5 in the NOSSCAR X2 Series. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Head over to NOSSCAR.com for more information. Quick note, Larson Rocks has surrendered the lead. He's on pit road. Your Dunson on the track still is your current race leader. We'll be right back. back here at Dover Speedway, the Monster Mile. Under 10 laps to go in this 80-lap event. Your Dunson is the race leader. Remember, he's trying to make it the entire distance on fuel. But he's not been conserving fuel the way that Timac in the 24 has been able to conserve it. So the question becomes, can your Dunson make it to the end? And now Punisher Drummer is catching the 24. Punisher Drummer in the 38 car is running down the 24. And that is a battle for second, and the 42 is stopped on the racetrack on the back straightaway. And we didn't see what happened to him. There's Wood Dog in the 3 car not having the run that he was hoping for. Remember, he got involved in that lap 1 crash, much like Smokin' Joe and Gavin in the 25 and several others, THR Hard Pickle in the 2. And that really threw a wrench into their race strategy. Oh, and I think Twitch Whiskers hit the pit wall trying to get on pit road. Oh, never mind, it was a connection issue because now her car is rolling down pit road. Oh, that would have been costly. Now, a lot of these drivers are conserving fuel, you can tell. The pace of the race has slowed dramatically. We are now at 6 laps to go. I believe 6 or 7 laps remaining here at Dover Speedway. Race 4 of 24 here in Season 6 of the NOSSCAR X2 Series. One of 3 B Division NOSSCAR leagues and one of 6 leagues in total sanctioned by NOSSCAR that are hosted here on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. All races are uploaded to YouTube and all race results are posted to the Facebook page, facebook.com/NOSSCAR Series. Also go to NOSSCAR.com to learn more about the rules, the drivers, the race results, the history of NOSSCAR, and details on how to sign up and become a driver. And now your Dunson in the 6 car is not too far in front of the 24. He's conserving fuel. Getting a report he's only about 4 or 5 seconds in front of the 24. He's actually the first car in line of all these cars you see in front of Timac. But there's 3 cars in between the 2. And there's your Dunson right there in the 6. Is he out of fuel? We think he's out of fuel. He's trying to nurse it. Timac's going to take the race lead. Timac is the leader now. He just needs to hope that he conserved enough fuel throughout the run in order to make it to the end. There's Wood Dog. He's out of fuel on the back straightaway. And now Timac's coming around and he's going to win the Dover 100. Congratulations, Timac 11 in the 24. It is his 25th career NOSSCAR X2 Series victory, the most all time. What a wild race, guys. It's always a wild one at the Monster Mile. Larson Rocks finishes 2nd, Punisher Drummer 3rd, your Dunson 4th, Throbbing Vein 5th, Daniel Harmon 6th, Kansas Kids recovers for 7th, Caleb Starr 8th, Kevin Long Isle recovered for 9th, Wood Dog recovered for 10th, Smokin' Joe 11th, Gavin 12th, Twitch Whiskers 13th, RJ Haywood 14th, THR Hard Pickle 15th, Tyler Scott 16th. Those are the top 16 out of the 23 drivers. They made it to the feature race, folks. It's time for us to sign off here. This was Race 4 of 24 here in Season 6 of the NOSSCAR X2 Series. One of 3 B Division NOSSCAR leagues hosted here in the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. All races are uploaded to YouTube, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Head over to NOSSCAR.com to learn how to become a driver. There's really no major requirements involved. Just be a respectful and compassionate individual on and off the racetrack. We'll see you next time, guys, at Watkins Glen.